We are so glad you have chosen to attend Dalton State. Let's talk about ways to help you pay for it. If you missed the financial aid priority deadline, please go ahead and complete your application. If you submitted application after the deadline, there is no guarantee that your aid will be awarded in time to pay for the published payment deadline. However, if you pay for your tuition and fees, you may be reimbursed the amount for which you qualify. You will be notified by mail or email when your award is processed. After you register, the Financial Aid Office will apply your award amounts to your account in order to pay for your tuition and fees. The Hope Scholarship and Grant pay approximately 90% of your tuition. You are responsible for paying the rest either by using other forms of financial aid or paying out of pocket. Keep in mind that the Hope Scholarship pays for only 127 attempted hours. If you drop a class, these are counted against your 127 attempted hour cap. Your Hope Scholarship GPA will be checked at 30, 60, and 90 attempted hours. It is also checked at the end of every spring semester. The Hope Grant will only pay for 63 hours. Your Hope Grant GPA will be checked at 30 and 60 hours. You must maintain a 3.0 at each checkpoint. The Zell Miller Scholarship pays 100% of the tuition but does not pay for fees or books. It is subject to the same checkpoints as the Hope Scholarship. Hope Scholarship and Zell Miller Scholarships will not pay for learning support classes. Remember to check your Dalton State email to see if you have a bookstore credit available. You must take your Roadrunner card to the bookstore in order to use your financial aid credit. Refunds are dispersed to students after the end of the drop-add period each semester. Financial aid is dispersed only after you have attended class. This attendance must be verified to the office of the registrar before refunds are dispersed. Dalton State will deduct the money for any tuition and fees owed before refunds go to the students' accounts. Please be aware that dropping classes will have an impact on your financial aid. The last day to drop classes without academic penalty is listed on the college's academic calendar. Please refer to this calendar or consult with your academic advisor to find out the last date that you can drop without academic penalty. Drops and withdrawals might have an effect on your financial aid even if there is no academic penalty. If you completely withdraw from the semester, you may owe a portion of the financial aid you received back to Dalton State. If you withdraw, a refund calculation will be performed in financial aid, and any money owed back to the federal grant or loan programs will be returned on your behalf. You will then be billed by Dalton State for the portion you owe. Financial aid is dispersed to students' accounts and available in the bookstore before classes begin. Please be aware that a 100% withdrawal can impact the amount of financial aid for which you are eligible. You may be eligible for a tuition refund during a certain period at the beginning of the semester for complete withdrawals. After the drop-add period, there is no reduction in tuition for course drops. Students must also complete 67% of the classes attempted. Hours that are dropped or failed count as unsuccessful attempts at classes. The course completion rate is measured at the end of each semester. In order to receive financial aid, students are required to complete their programs of study within 150% of the time that is required in the catalog. For instance, if a student's program of study requires 100 hours, the student would have 150 hours of financial aid eligibility for that program. For more information on the Satisfactory Academic Policy, please refer to the policy at the Dalton State website. Satisfactory academic progress is reviewed each semester. Students must maintain a 2.0 cumulative GPA, including that from credits taken at other colleges. Even if classes taken at other schools are not accepted as transfer credit, they must be considered in the GPA for financial aid. Every federal and state grant and loan is subject to satisfactory academic progress. Some grants and scholarships may have higher qualifications. You may check your financial aid status on My Dalton State. If you have questions, please feel free to call or email the Financial Aid Office. Please remember to check your email on a regular basis. This is the primary way in which we communicate with you. Like us on Facebook. There is a great deal of good information that can help you with deadlines and financial aid opportunities. You may also text Roadrunner to 292929 to receive informational text messages.